everyone, welcome back to my channel. Carol here at Oak House Journals, and I hope you're all fine and dandy and well. I thought I'd do a short video today showing the lovely tags that I've received over the Christmas period. When you last saw these were just the plain journals that I made for housing my tags, and this one, as you can see, is undecorated at the front. They were both in this stage when you saw them last. Since then, what I've done is I've put some pages, there's just one double page in this one, but I have put some pockets in. So this one's got a pocket at the bottom, and this one's got a big side tuck. Now, I wanted pockets in my journals because you quite often get lovely little notes and things like that that come with your tags, and I wanted to save those, and I didn't think that they would be enough room in the little vellum pockets that I've done. To actually put my tags, I've just printed out some digital pages and stitched round and just put some vellum pockets at the bottom. So very, very easy construction. I think you can just about pick out the stitching. I've stitched around all the pages, all the edges of each page, but particularly obviously around the vellum pockets. So it's just an A4 sheet of paper that I've folded in half, put vellum pockets at the bottom, and they just go through my elastic like so. This one I have put a cover, a decorative feature on the front cover. I made two of these, if you remember, because I wasn't sure if I would have too many tags to fit into just one single journal, and I'll mention why in a moment. So I made two, but I think I can get them all in the one, and that's why I've put a decorative front on this one. This one I've now got a head start on next year, so this one will go away to one side. Just very quickly covering how I've done the cover here. All I've done is I've very, very simply layered up 2 layers of silk, one in a dark green, one in a red, and then I had this image which was originally an image that tucked in this frill here on this card, and actually I quite liked that image, so I decided that I would use it on the front cover here. I've put a little bit of lace behind it, and then the trimmings from the lace I've made into a bit of a ruff or a circle, and this is an old brad that I had, decorative brad that I've had in my stash for years and years and years. And then the image I've just stitched round, and just 3 very tiny little buttons there. Now, before I go any further, I've had 1 or 2 requests over the last couple of weeks for details of where I get my bits and bobs from. I'm always, please never be afraid to ask. I'm always happy to share. I'm not precious about telling anybody where I get my my bits and bobs from, although I always am very conscious when I have to turn around to people and say, I don't know, I don't remember, because a lot of the stuff I've had in my stash for years and years. If I do know, I will tell you. If I don't know, I'm sorry, I will try and point you in another direction that I think might be able to help. So with regards to the lace on here, this was some lovely lace that was gifted to me by Leanne, my lovely friend over in Australia. Hi, Leanne. And this is what I've used for, let me just pop that to one side, around here, and I just used this edge here and these pieces that were chopped off I've used for around there, and as you can see I've got a little bag here of some of the offcuts, and I will keep those and use them. So that's where my lace came from, and I'm very lucky. Leanne has gifted me quite a lot of lace over this last year, or over last year rather, and it's gorgeous, I have to say. Aussie lace is gorgeous, gorgeous. Trying to find lace like that here in the UK is really difficult. referring to the silk here, the green and the red, this is what I used for the red and also for the front inside cover here. I'm sorry, this is one of those times when I have to say I can't help you with this. I got this whilst I was on holiday in India a few years back. I don't come back from holiday with the usual postcards and things like that. I come back with pieces of fabric and stationery bits and pens and all sorts. So this was a piece that I bought when I was on holiday a few years back. So I've used it to line both of these tag swap journals. The fabric I've shown you in the previous video, and I'll put the link in the description box down below. Now for the green, or if you want to try and find something like the red sari silk, I've got a couple of places now. I used to buy, and these are what I have left over in my stash, these beautiful, beautiful packs. Now these come from the silk route, and as you can see, they have 5 or 6 pieces, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces in each, and they're 10 by 10s, so you get a good size. The dark green was the one I used on here. Now, as I say, I've had these for years, but I know that they still do them. This one I've only got 3 left. Sorry, I'm jiffling around here. This one was the nasturtium one, and back in the day when I got it, and this must be about 15 years old, it was £7.95. And this one, this brown one, was called the Autumn Silk Collection, but I've used a lot of that. Another place that I know that you can get really beautiful silks and threads from, but you buy it in a different pack. So like here you get 3 or 4, and you actually get the threads that match. And this was another one that I got, and these come from a place called Prospects in Preesall in Poulton-le-File in Lancashire, which is local. So I will put the details down below in the description box. And this is another one. This was burnt coral, and let me open it up for you. I'll try not to damage that address. As you can see, I haven't even opened this one. You get these gorgeous threads. So these are more embroidery packs, but they are lovely to use for projects like this. So, you know, you're not confined to using them just for embroidery projects, which is what these were originally bought for. And these were £4.75 back in the day. I don't know whether this lady, Sylvia Davis at Prospects, is still in business, but I will give you the details and you can check it out for yourselves, girls, if you're interested. But there's some details of where I get other bits from. But please never be afraid to ask. But I will always. There will always be occasions when I have to say I've had it in my stash for ages. I don't think I'm any different from anybody else there. But anyway, these are the gorgeous, gorgeous tags and stuff that I got, which I'm going to be putting in my journal. And as you can see, I've got more pages all prepped and ready here. The reason I've got so many is that these tags range from the tag swap that we did on the 10th of December. So some of those are tags that were my tag swap partners. So I have 3, but I also have filled in where 1 or 2 of other people's tag swap partners have dropped out for one reason or another. So I did inherit 1 or 2 extras apart from the 3 that were my own personal tag swap partners. Plus, there are here a couple of tags that people have just sent me. So thank you so much for those. I'm thrilled, and I hope you like the tags that I sent you in return. So they were kind of unsolicited swaps, but very, very lovely all the same. And also I did a couple of personal swaps, and they're included here. So very quickly, I've got 10, I think, here. So I'm hoping that I can get through these and show you everything in the one video. But if not, we may go over to 2. So, right. So the first one I've got, it came with this beautiful, beautiful card. And this one was from Angela Herring. Angela Herring, good grief. No, not Angela Herring, Angela Kerr. Sorry, I used to work with somebody called Angela Herring years ago, so I don't know where that came from. This is the beautiful, beautiful tag that Angela sent me, and it is absolutely gorgeous. We've got layered holly here, some done out of glitter paper, half pearls. We've got some festive foliage down there, and again at the top here. Beautiful, very, very soft pink sari silk at the top here, and seam binding there, and just the most delicate of twine there. Absolutely gorgeous tag, Angela. I love it, and I was thrilled when this came. And this is the first one that is going into my journal. So there she goes, and this is why I want to keep have a pocket, so that I can keep my cards and everything that come with them in that front pocket. So thank you so much for that gorgeous one, Angela. I can't believe I called you by somebody else's name. Oh, good grief, how bad I am. This one is from Catherine, and you all will know Catherine. She has a YouTube channel created by Catherine, and she sent me this gorgeous card. Look at this lovely, lovely image there with Santa just tucked away behind that fence there. So thank you so much for that, Catherine, and that's going in here. And look at this. Where are we? I'm just being very careful. Catherine sent me this. Now, at first, I couldn't make it out and work out what she'd done, but then I soon realised that these are all beautiful, beautiful decorated paper clips. So isn't this unusual? Absolutely lovely. So I've got this one, as you can see, where she stitched and layered. There's some fabric snippets here and a tiny little button, and these beautiful little tiny tags. And then this one's got a good luck charm on it. Then there is this one, and this is the back of it, and she's done some hand stitching. Look at this. And then there's a verse there. Absolutely gorgeous. And I was fascinated by this. Can you see the texture on that piece of paper at the back there? Absolutely lovely, Catherine. Really lovely. And by the way, I hope you're feeling a bit better at the moment, because I know you're poorly, darling. So I hope you're feeling a little bit better. And then there's this little one here with an angel and some fabric on the top there. Isn't that lovely? And then she included it on this card so that I can keep them all together. And I'm just going to pop them back on there. Now I know that there was a little bit of a... That's it. And this one I put sideways to fit them on. There was a little bit of a Tetris type challenge for me to keep them all together. So that was that. This was just a piece of packaging that came with it to keep it firm. And then Catherine sent me these. Now these are tags, and I really was fascinated by these. Let's move that to one side. I had to ask her what they were. I could see that they were canvas on one side, and then they looked like they were painted. And that's another one. Look at that one. And the colours are amazing. This one is shot through with gold. And then that's another piece. They are beautiful. And Catherine's husband, David, is an artist, does painting, and I understand he's had exhibitions. And these are some of his pieces that Catherine's got her hands on and chopped up. And I'm hoping David knows about that. I know he does. I'm just teasing. So these are amazing. And here she's put some little eyelets through them. But they make fascinating little tags. And these are just lovely as they are without even doing anything to them. But can you imagine what they'd be like if you used them in a journal and collaged over the top? This one I absolutely adore. Lovely shades of orange, and this one as well. Orange and gold in that one. Absolutely beautiful. I bet the original of that was amazing. And then this little one was gorgeous. I don't know if the camera will pick this up at all, but it's got like a textured finish underneath with like a gloss on the top, and there is a beautiful iridescence to it. Absolutely beautiful. So that is my favourite piece, but I love all of those. So thank you so much, Catherine. And thank you, David, too, whether you knew they were coming my way or not. So that is amazing. So thank you so much. Now, they can't go in my journal, so I will pop them in my stash. But this one can go in my journal. I'm going to take that one off. And that can go in there like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang this one from the top up here. And I can get it to go. Whoops-a-daisy, there we go. So that can go on the top there, like so. I actually might take those off and use them throughout, maybe to clip my cards in, I don't know. For the time being, yes, I like that one on the bottom. That's beautiful, really nice. That works well. But for the time being, I'm going to leave those two on that card there. So thank you so much, Catherine. They are amazing and so different. I love them, absolutely love them. And then the next one that I've got here, this one was so beautifully packaged. Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous wide ribbon that came with it. And it was obviously tied up in the most beautiful bow. And this is such a lovely, it's picking up a lot of shimmer from the gold, but when it doesn't catch the light, it's the most gorgeous colours of pink. And there was this tiny little, whoops-a-daisy, get that off, tiny little vellum covered tag with it. And this parcel came to me from the lovely Jacquie Chimes. Thank you so much for this, Jacquie. I'm just going to move that to one side because Jacquie didn't send me one tag. Jacquie sent me 3 amazing tags. And let me show you. I've got this beautifully dimensional one with, there's snow on it here, which I think she's done with modelling paste. Then these birch trees, beautiful red cardinals with tiny, tiny little red stars, beautiful snow and glitter on there, and a lovely snowflake at the top, and this has been stitched all round. Absolutely lovely, Jacquie. And Jacquie signed the bottom for me there. That is gorgeous, and I absolutely love that. I love the colours, Jacquie, and how those cardinals, little red cardinals, just pop. And then this one absolutely blew me away. In an email before we did the swap, Jacquie said that she had been sewing some tags, and this is what she sent me. Well, oh my days, it is absolutely beautiful. This would this would make the most exquisite boho tag for a boho journal, a Christmas boho journal. And beautiful, beautiful sari at the top, or chiffon at the top, beautiful sequins, bit of trim down there, and then this Christmas tree. Let me just move that piece off. And this Christmas tree, absolutely exquisite. And as you can see, it's catching the lights, all shimmery. Just beautiful, Jacquie. I absolutely love that. And again, Jacquie signed it. And this beautiful beaded trim at the bottom. Quite heavy, this one. Beautiful. Sorry, I can't stop saying beautiful. And then an Edith Holden one. Again, this lovely silk chiffon at the top. And then these beautiful dangles. There's some little bells. Some little glass beads there. A little jingle bell and a beautiful snowflake. And then she's touched the berries with glossy accents here. And look at this idea. I absolutely adore this, Jacquie, and I'm so gonna nick it. I love it. She's put the tiniest of little jingle bells along the bottom through eyelets, and that is beautiful. I just love that. So thank you so much for these 3 gorgeous tags, Jacquie. I fell in love with each and every one of these when I saw them. So they are going into my journal. And this is where I'm praying that I will have enough space in this journal to fit them all in. All right, that one. Sorry, I'm off camera here, guys. So I'm going to come back in. I've put this one, where are we? It's just catching now. I've put this one in that pocket there. But this one with the trim on the bottom is not going to fit in there. So there was a paper clip with Jacquie's, so I'm just going to use that to hold that one in place on there. And actually I love how that is picking up my red cardinal on that page. And then this one, because it's red cardinals, can go in that one. So that's lovely, Jacquie. Thank you so much. I got very spoilt getting 3 tags there, didn't I, everybody? And it was so beautifully wrapped when it arrived. And this little tag that Jacquie sent me, I'm going to pop in the front pocket. There we go. So the next one was this one that arrived in the post, and oh my, I just couldn't believe how you ladies have spoilt me. This was absolutely beautiful. Now this one has come from Izzy, Isobel Dunn. And Izzy, I was just blown away with this. It is exquisite. Beautifully tied up with this ribbon. Beautifully wrapped in tissue paper. But look at the lovely pouch that Izzy has made for me. Look at this. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Look at these layers. This beautiful piece of crochet doily. Let's put that to one side, down the bottom here. And then this beautiful trim along here. And then some Battenberg lace across the top, all in this lovely ivory colour. And then if I flip it over, you can see that it is stunning. This is raw silk. It's absolutely gorgeous. And this is in a beautiful ivory colour. The texture is amazing. Sorry, you'll see me romance over it. I just can't stop. But this cream lace and then this ivory coloured, just exquisite. And then what an amazing dangle to go on it as well. So there's this beautiful glass faceted leaf shape dewdrop or leaf shape at the bottom. Then a tiny flower head, trumpet almost shape, halfway up, and then a little square one there, and all held on with a bulb pin, and these beautiful festive little beads that she's sewn across the top. Just absolutely exquisite, Izzy. And then when I opened it up and went inside, and it's all beautifully lined inside, just look what Izzy sent me. So that will most definitely be treasured, Izzy. Absolutely. And then, as if that wasn't enough, she sent me a piece of vintage music paper, 12 Christmas carols. And that is absolutely lovely. just feels really nice. So it does, where are we? I thought it opened, but it doesn't. It doesn't. I don't know why I thought it opened. And then clipped to this is one of those little tiny Tim Holtz paper clips, or bulldogs. Then there's this lovely vintage style image here with some lace down the side and Izzy's message in there. And that's what it looks like when it's opened up. But what a lovely way to get a message in something as gorgeous as that. Then there was this fabulous postcard which she stitched round, and again a vintage one dating back to 1902, I think that is. And look at that, Christmas roses. Isn't that gorgeous? So that's so sweet, Izzy. Thank you so much. And those two I'm going to leave clipped together using this little clip. Oops-a-daisy, when I can get it on. All fingers and thumbs today. And that's going in my front of my journal as well. And then this beautiful decorated bag. So this is the back of the bag. Oh, just listen to that sound. So beautiful, rustly, vintage paper here. Some more of that doily, and then when you flip it up, look at this gorgeous image behind some, it looks like tulle or gauze, but it's got like snowflakes on, or snow. So I don't know if you've done that yourself, Izzy, or if it comes like that, but that is lovely, and it makes that a really, really snowy, frosty image. And then inside the bag, look at this. Now there's nothing else in that bag, but isn't that, I just love that. That's such a nice idea, Izzy. And then, oh my days, look at this for a tag. Just feast your eyes on this. It is amazing. And that's the back. The work that has gone into this is unbelievable. So this beautiful, beautiful, it looks like a gold taffeta ribbon with a tiny little 3-berry detail up here and some eyelash trim. Battenberg lace with a button and some little gold beads there. And then she's sewn or glued on and an embroidery there. And this is magnetised. This is a closure. Can you hear? And that opens up and it reveals this. Now she's stitched all the way around with gold thread. This image here is vellum, whether it's printed on or not I don't know, but this is embossed along the bottom, and then this is tiny little holly leaves that she's fussy cut and stuck on there. If I lift out this little girl here, I'll come back to her. The back of the tag is beautifully embossed. Can you see that embossed detail? And then there's a 25 on the top, and this is a piece of a doily here. Absolutely exquisite. And even the edges, she's run some gold, either Inca gold or a pen round the edges of. That is absolutely beautiful. And then this beautiful lace all round the outside. This is the little angel, or the little fussy cut girl that was in there. Isn't she adorable? And then it's like her halo, but it isn't. When you flip it over, you can see that Izzy's fussy cut this image and backed it with coffee or tea stained paper, and trapped between the layers this beautiful gold thread and eyelash trim. And it picks up the gold that's all round the outside of this little girl and in her little bouquet here of flowers. It's just such a beautiful detail, Izzy. It really is. That is so lovely. And I know that this isn't a halo, but it actually looks like it is, that she's a little child angel. Absolutely gorgeous. So that just tucks away in there. She just peeps through, and even the edge of the vellum has been touched with gold. It's just exquisite work, Izzy. Absolutely lovely. And I love how that shuts with a magnet. And then, if that isn't enough, when you flip it over, the embroidery comes round this side. She's printed on vellum again, and I have a vellum pocket here. And as you can see the gold detail down the edge of the tag and around the outside. There's a little bit more detail up here. There's some fabric leaves up here. This looks like a vintage document, and then this is the same image that is on the pocket, as you can see, like so. And what a difference it makes with that tulle over the top that's got that spattering of snow on. It just looks amazing, doesn't it? So that's that image, and then inside was this amazing tag, and again there's Joyful and Happy Christmas. So you've got the image, and then she's embossed, dry embossed down the side with, it's like poinsettia and holly swirls down one edge. I think you can just about pick that up, which she's touched up with gold, stitching all the way around, gold all the way around, and then seam binding that is very, very organically just caught with glue, I suspect. But there's a couple of little tiny gold jingle bells. This beautiful rose, again touched with gold, stitched all round. I don't know if I've mentioned that. And then that seam binding comes across the back here, like so, with a bit more of that beautiful embroidery. So that is absolutely gorgeous. And of course the roses and everything all blend and all match, and oh, Izzy, that is absolutely exquisite. Absolutely. So I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled to have that and to pop her in my journal. I had no idea I was going to be getting such beautiful keepsakes as I've received. I really had no idea. So thank you so much for that, Izzy. So the next one that I've got is this one. This one came from Gail Tutill, and this pin here is not part of the tag. I've just put it on there because I've got Gail's note here so that I didn't forget. I live in dread of getting people's names wrong and forgetting, so I just use this hair grip to clip it onto the back so I wouldn't forget. But this beautiful tag came from Gail, and this background is amazing. This is dry embossed, and then I'm not quite sure how she's done it, whether you used ink on the embossing folder before you ran it through, but it's lovely. The texture is amazing. There is this number 10 on there, which this came in December. My birthday's the 10th, so thank you. There's some beautiful very, very fine gauze behind this beautiful, lovely black ribbon there. We have a couple of stickers up the side here, and an E for Elizabeth on here. This beautiful little girl here with the crown, and she's got a wand, but it looks, there's a star at the end, and it's picking up the yellows which tie in with the yellow there. And then this beautiful piece at the bottom here, which is raised and textured, this beautiful ribbon, and then it is well with my soul sentiment at the bottom, and then some black ribbon there. Absolutely lovely, Gail. I really like this card, and you can feel the texturing on the back as well. And Gail has signed this one as well, August 2020. So thank you so much, Gail. That is lovely, and that one is going in my Christmas journal too. Not quite a Christmas theme, but it's still got Pride of Place in there. Moving on, this one came to me from the lovely Jean Green, and Jean, if I can get the, oops, daisy. Jean sent me the most beautiful card. Just going to turn that over for the moment. And this is Jean's tag. Now, isn't that lovely? It is just beautiful. This vellum here that she's used over the top is got the most delicate printing on it of, it looks like, if I just hold it up to the camera, yes, there you go, you can get a better image of it there. It's holly and holly leaves. Isn't that lovely? I was frightened then that you weren't going to get to see how beautiful it is. So fine and so delicate. And then she's done these 2 circles and this beautiful holly leaf detail here with a little bit of foliage and a couple or 3 little tiny half pearls there. Then there's a couple of little bits of layering here of vellum to create a tiny little pocket. I haven't got anything to pop in there. Let me show you. There we go. Here we go. So you could put things in the bottom there if you wanted to, but I just think it's lovely as it is. You could put something in there, but I think it's just lovely as it is with that December 25th peeking out. This lovely wired ribbon at the top, and then Jean's note to me on the back. Now this is the stunning card that she sent me using, I recognise these papers, Jean, the Chapter 1 Snowy Christmas Garden digital kit. And as you know, if you've watched my channel, I fell in love with that kit, absolutely adored it. I love how Jean has done this, put Merry Christmas on the bottom, and she signed it and put the date on the back. And then it's a sneaky peek to a snowman behind here. I just thought that was lovely, Jean. I'm not going to open the card up, but that was so precious. So Jean's is going to go into my journal, but I have this piece of paper here. Jean very recently sent me a piece of, or an item of her poetry, and she wrote this beautiful poem called Winter's Dawn Light. And Jean, I was blown away by it. I really was. I loved it. So I said to Jean that I would like to include it in my journal. So I'm going to put that with Jean's tag in my journal, because this is, it was lovely, Jean. You are amazing. Not only are you a very talented crafter, your poetry is stunning. And that really did evoke lovely frosty mornings to me. So she's in there in with my my journal and your tag. Sorry, she's in there in your in the journal with your tag. Can't get my words out. And I really should have made a bigger pocket there, shouldn't I? So there we go. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got 5 more tags to go in here, guys, and I'm just conscious that this is becoming a long video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end now and do a part 2, and I'll be back with you shortly. So see you soon. Bye.